Hey, how's it going? This is Hawk, the intern here at Livid Instruments. I'm going to do a little demo for you guys on the Ohm script that we have available for you. It works with Ableton Live, and I'm using an Ohm64. It also works with the Ohm RGB. In this case, we're just going to go ahead and run it with the Ohm64. Okay, so the basic deal with Ohm modes is that there's three different layers or modes, if you will, that are available for you to manipulate the sounds. The first one is the mixing mode that you see here. Hit this button, it takes you to the plain mode. Hit it back, it goes back to the original one. This button here takes you to the DJing mode. That's the third mode there. And again, you can hit it back or just go back to this guy. Okay, so starting with the mixing mode, what you basically have here, you've got the grid with all of your clips that are going to be in the Ableton Live set. Over here with these knobs we have Send A, Send B, and then this whole row right here, including these four, are pan knobs. So you can pan left, right, center, with the appropriate columns, volume selectors, track selectors. On the very far right, this is always going to be your master volume, master select. And this is actually a pre here. This is not a pan button. So these first 5 rows are going to be your clips. This row is mute. This row is solo. This row is record. Here we have the play button, stop button. This and this navigate up and down through the live set. You can see the lighted buttons moving up and down. You'll also notice that on your computer screen it corresponds to everything inside the red outlined box. Here, similarly, it moves left and right. And you can load up as many columns and rows, whatever tracks as you have. In this case, I just have about 7 columns with the various tracks you have in here. So you hit play. The buttons that light up are the ones that you're hearing. You see here, you have multiples going at once. And that's basically it for that mode. Don't think I'm leaving anything out. Oh, these select an entire scene or row, as it were, in your Ableton setup there. Crossfader here, and that's pretty much it for the mixing mode. Alright, hey, it's Hawk again. I'm going to talk about the playing mode now. Hit this button right here, boom. So what you see here is the different grids lighting up. This square right here is the drum pad square. This one's the bass pad, and this is a 3-octave keyboard set to different scales. Now let me select something real quick here. Okay, first off, you got your percussion right here. You can pretty much drop in any percussion setup that you have. Let's see. I just have a kit session in here from the library that you can mess around with. So that's that. One part that I like a whole lot is this section right here. Basically what you have is each row is a different octave, all in the same scale or mode, as it were, and you can select the motor scale with these buttons right here. So it starts off far left in the major scale, also known as the Ionian mode. And then that's the high octave, middle octave, low octave. Then you've got the Dorian scale, Phrygian, and so on. Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, which is also the minor scale, Locrian, and then back to the major scale Ionian on the far right too. Right here, it's kind of hard to hear the low frequencies, but this is a bass pad in this square. It will be of the same sound that you have loaded into this, but this is all chromatic. just one note after the other. Whereas here, it's all in a scale. The thing I like about this is that if you know what mode or scale you're trying to play or play along with, you basically can't hit a wrong note, which I think is really awesome right here. Anyway, so that's that. You can also have the drums and the keyboard going at the same time. You know, that's that. That's how awesome I am. Alright, and that's pretty much the playing mode, page 2, if you will, of the Ohm mode script. There's a couple more things here. You got some device knobs here, sins, more sins, and as always, the play and the stop button, which is up here. And I think that's all that. Yeah. Oh! Tap button. Yep. Cool. Hawk out. Moving on. Alright, hey, this is Hawk. We're checking out the DJing function, the page 3, mode 3, if you will, of the Ohm Modes Ableton Live script. It's very similar to the mixing mode, as you see. One thing that sets it apart is we have this EQ functionality. And basically, how you operate that is you can add on this EQ3 or even the EQ8 to your sample. I've got one loaded right here. And you can pull out the different frequencies, roll them on, drop a beat, get crazy with it. And that's one of the coolest things I like to do in this setup. Otherwise, most of it's the same. The way you navigate through your set, similar. Faders, everything is pretty much set up the same. You do also have a beat per minute adjuster right here, so you can speed it up, slow it down. And remember, you can always bounce back and forth between these and do an all-out jam. So, Hawk is not blowing your mind at this point, but it's pretty fun to mess around with and see what you can come up with. So that's basically it for the Ohm Modes Live Ableton script. Hope you enjoyed it, and man, go make some music. Hawk out. Caca!